Hello, my name is James Thompson, and I'm doing my um, video for action research for problem-based research in action. Um, what is the problem to be solved? Economic stability requires both technical literacy and post-secondary preparation. Post-secondary readiness and knowledge of certain technologies, both functional and operational, have a direct impact on talent growth and thriving economy. Furthermore, this technology is required because our students are having difficulty. 22% of our learners scoring at a minimum proficient in arithmetic and 32% in reading, based on state test results. Intervention is required not only at a pointless effort to look good in the public eye, but also a sincere effort to boost academic growth and properly prepare our learners for the future. The design of programming to be offered at the level of secondary education would be the solution-based approach. What goal do I wish to accomplish with the action research plan? Um, to create a curriculum that can be delivered in a highly structured fashion, but that also allows for flexibility in order to better engage students and meet their personal and academic goals. Due to this duality, the program would be extremely effective in any context, and teachers or facilitators would be able to gain the support of different student populations with a varying background. Who will need to be involved? Primarily it would be parents, students, community partners and their stakeholders, school leaders, and state and district school officials would be the primary parties involved. That would ensure that anything that we're looking to be able to do would be accepted and or utilized the way that we needed to for it to be effective. What obstacles do you foresee and how will you circumvent them? Ensuring and supervising a program like this involves a lot of moving pieces. Effective communication and planning strategically are essential to ensure success, both internally and externally, of the educational organization. A few techniques can lead to stronger, more supported, and effective plans that will be employed in programs implementation and facilitation, even though there isn't a set method for implementing the ideal plan. Implementing the ideal plan that is unique to every educational institution. Keeping all parties on the same page and building buy-in to the program's vision will be the initial goal. This is crucial for carrying out a successful plan and ensuring the effort's longevity, because a divergent perspective on what constitutes a strategy, how to develop one, and who should participate can cause even the most well thought out plan to come to a standstill. Consequently, interpersonal skills are crucial, and a program's failure to succeed could result from a lack of such. The staff at the school's lack of technological proficiency and skill development are also factors to take into consideration while implementing technology. The professional task roles and job responsibilities of each employee may need to be taken into consideration when attempting to prepare for an adaptation of technological gadgets. Therefore, in planning professional growth, it is important to take this into account and demands of people who will be directly impacted by the change. Data on the current student achievement and how the plan can help the school as a whole achieve its educational objectives while also improving the achievement of their students is going to be key. What solutions or interventions do you propose implementing? And give some description. So I'm going to choose a local organization or school to serve as the pilot program and their test site, and that implementation will ultimately be determined by, what it is that that school district needs or how they, agree to implement it. The needs assessment would be providing all employees in the organization with the anonymous assessment, and this will give us the advantage of giving a clear picture of performance in the areas that we're evaluating, as well as highlighting the areas that most require improvement. In addition, this evaluation gives employees a sense of in addition, the needs assessment will help identify other challenges that might need to be resolved before the plan can be implemented, such as staff attitude, a lack of excitement for implementation, a lack of interest, and time for preparation, as well as organizational issues that might be more important. The vision, this plan's vision is to help students become literate, forward-thinking problem solvers, responsible, tech-savvy, productive citizens, which contribute to their communities and realize that changing One's life trajectory requires a collaborative approach that can only be accomplished by looking back and moving those around us forward. This plan aims to develop people who are dedicated to concentrating on high standards and individualized academic success in order to foster a respectful and responsible society. The action plan. This plan's objective is to establish a framework that will help in cultivating and preserving uh, cooperative, constructive communication and connections with all stakeholders in order to increase support for recently launched post-secondary preparation for the preparation program. Subsequent decision-making, connections, events, and planning process should all be guided by this plan in order to advance student progress and guarantee district compliance. The program, it's been suggested that Jobs for America's Graduate, which is an early intervention resource and college and job readiness program, be put in place in order to address the developing difficulties highlighted in Section 1. JAG is a grant-funded program that is taught as a class in school, primarily serving high school students who are underprivileged and at risk in getting ready for their post-secondary endeavors. Over the course of its more than 30 years in business, JAG has helped about 1 million young people complete their education. It's consistently produced outcomes that are appealing. JAG, of course, prepares students for post-secondary education, the workforce, and further education. They also help them to find good entry-level employment that opens up prospects for professional growth. They write resumes, help students apply to college, provide support with interview techniques. They provide financial education, equality in society, and they support social appropriation. It should be made very obvious that access to this innovation for both the team and the organization is crucial. The consensus among the school's primary decision makers and stakeholders in the JAG affiliates is one of the things that should be taken into account before the JAG program is implemented. Standard affiliation fee be paid by the school to the JAG National. Following completion of these requirements, student schedules, credit requirements, and course scheduling requirements must all be carefully considered. Next, if the school plans to fill the vacancy with an external candidate, it should identify and interview that teacher who will take on the role of JAG specialist from within. After interview, students must be informed and enrolled for the course if they are found to be qualified for the program. A prerequisite for the program is that every student must have at least 5 obstacles to their achievement. These obstacles might range from behavioral problems to being classified as having special education needs to being teen parents. There are obstacles that the majority of our students can easily recognize. Staff and students are being interviewed at this point to make sure that they're both capable of meeting the required standards and a suitable match for the initiative. Even though everyone can benefit from the curriculum, not every student is willing to let it work for them. We will be able to match the program's outline, and program specialists to the prerequisite and standards of the learners and our stakeholders through the vetting process. It's crucial that the team meets assess themselves in the early phases of this innovation to see this possibility and ensure that it appeals to how this might be able to support and/or impact, the background and the experience of our students. There will be learners in the classroom who need particular attention. Thus, at the beginning of the academic year, the basic needs of the learners in the classroom should be clearly defined. When putting the JAG program into practice, teachers are encouraged to manage student variance through a range of strategies rather than giving them completely different programs. As there are many students who need differentiated instruction, others who need modifications of learning and evaluation, still others who need extra support, and still some who need adjustments to their individual education plan. JAG would help in determining the best way to meet all of their needs. How will you specifically measure the effectiveness of your plan? The goal of the plan will be evaluated to determine whether they have been met. This will serve as a gauge for the effectiveness of the plan. The improvement of students' employability skills and academic development are the program's main objectives. Test results from the previous year and the current year should be compared and examined in order to gauge academic progress. The plan will be evaluated in some process, including the selection of specialists and examination of the needs of learners to ensure the program's success could require duplication if insufficient evidence is found to support the intended progress. Thank you for your time and attention, and I hope that was informative.